Good morning. Well, it's not actually morning. It's noon here anyway. Hello there, Jeannie or Jenny. I just saw a few more people come in, and Robin. I've been saying hello to people in the room, and hello there, Lisa. So let's see who's there. Virginia was in there first, and then Charlie dropped in. Carrie, Diane, Debbie, Kimberly, Carrie, Tammy, Diane, Hope, Sharon, Lay, Robin. There's quite a few of you in here that, I wasn't really expecting very many people to come because it was a last minute thing. And the lighting is awful. It really is, because I'm using this camera. I'll tell you what, that other camera made me see how much, you really can't see a lot of detail here. And I didn't realize that. And the update to Catalina sure didn't help when I lost the app that controls the light and everything on my face with this. So anyway, everybody got your coffee and stuff. I'm just winging this. I'm going to put this up maybe a little smaller so that I can get a little more light on my face. So we take off the glasses here while I do my makeup. That was not a very good thought here, because now I can't read what's going on in the room. What was I thinking? Let's just get going here. So today is we're just going to start with what I do on a Saturday morning. And yeah, so I've already, of course, washed my face, brushed my teeth, take some hairspray through my hair. That was just water. And yeah. So anyway, how have you guys been doing? This is this thingy here is one of my devices, and I can actually use this one with serums, my vitamin C, whatever I want to use it with. So I'm going to go ahead and use it. It's just it's actually a new thing brought out by Trophy Skin called Brighten MD. So I know you're going to ask me. I probably should be telling you what I'm doing here. I keep thinking you guys already know, because I do a video and I think you guys already know. I think Kimberly is saying, what candle? Hang on. Well, what does that say? Should I get the magnifying glass? I think I saw Kathy do this once, right? Where she's got like a magnifying glass to see what they're saying in the live. What candle scent are you burning? I can't wait to burn white pumpkin. Ooh, I've never had white pumpkin. That? I don't even know. Hang on, let me see what it is. I've got different candles in different rooms, and what was that? This is my vitamin C concoction. So it's my Milano CC mixed with 1 drop of my Mad Hippie Vitamin C with 2 pumps of my Mad Hippie nutrient mix. Okay, let's see. What is this candle? It is raspberry tangerine. I love these citrusy kind of smells, don't you? I'm sorry, I got a text. Probably going to have to mute this. Oh, okay. It's Mel. I have been running an idea by her. I was already going to use because I use this a lot. So, everyday stuff. You want to be honest what we're doing on Saturday? What I grabbed I just pulled this drawer out of that makeup thing over there. And you know what's in it? Mostly MAC. It's just my MAC drawer. I threw in the brow stuff from my Shop My Stash carousel. Okay. Threw that in there. But I was going to use this anyway, because this is what I do really quick. But right before I got here, I watched Mel's video for today. And of course, I love that look. And I'm like, I'm stealing that. I'm probably that's not what I was going to do, but I wasn't going to do an actual eye look. I was just going to throw, tree hopper in my crease and call it a day. But I think I'll go ahead and do Mel's look for today, because we have been discussing the two of us have been discussing a series that I wanted to do. I'm going to pose this question to you guys and see what you think about it. I'm just going to go ahead and move on to the next step here, which is my neck. So, and that's the City Beauty Uplifting Serum, which I'm almost out of my neck stuff now, guys. That's making me real sad. Because I'm sure I'm going to cough up the money for it. But anyway, so Mel and I were discussing back when I wanted to do a series called Copycat, where, you know, I mostly Mel, because let's face it, we all love the way Mel does her makeup, right? So mostly Mel, but, you know, other people too, where I would go to their tutorial and do it on me, okay? So that you guys can see, because like I was telling her, you know, and she thought that that was really a good idea when we were talking about that, you know, just the copycat thing. But this morning I was saying, I'm going to do, I love the eye look she did in her video this morning, which is out of this, right? And she also made an announcement in that video. Don't let me just go to town here and not pay attention to what I'm doing. That's a powerful red light. That it's medical grade red light. So I'm not supposed to just keep going and going and going. Oh, what am I doing? Stop, Mary, stop. Look, this is pretty much gone. I think I got one more. It's all good. And what is it? It's the multi-action sculpting cream. Darn it. Maybe they'll have I think they are going to have a Labor Day sale soon, so I'll be able to pick up. I know. Hang on. Let me just do this for a second here. I want to make sure I don't go overboard. But, and in case you're wondering, this is Trophy Skin's newest thing that I've been trying out for them. It's called Brighten MD. It's basically just a little portable wand. See, it goes off. It's got like red light therapy, warming. It feels good, right? Ultrasonic waves to push serum and stuff in. You know, I just like the way it feels. But it does. It feels so good that you want to just keep going. And you're not supposed to be just sitting there doing that like forever. It's not like my red light therapy mask, which I'm going to go ahead and use this on my face today, but I normally just do my neck and under my eyes with this, because my red light therapy mask that I just got not too long ago, that does my whole face at once. But it does have these cushions for your eyes so that the red light therapy mask itself isn't like pushing on your eyeballs. So because of that, this is perfect. So I use this under my eyes, and I use the red light therapy mask over my whole face, right? And then I use this on my neck too. So today isn't a day that I use my mask, because I don't do this stuff every day, guys. I don't want to do too much to my skin, and I do have a lot of devices. I should do a video called Inspectress Gadget, where I haul out all these gadgets that people have sent me and just talk about them, right? But anyway, let me see if somebody's asking me something, and I don't know because I'm not got my glasses on. Alicia wants to know how much the wand is. You know what? Gosh, it's a secret. Oh my gosh. I hope that it's on the website now. Okay, I gotta go there real quick. I totally forgot that, because I help them with devices before they ever come out to the public. And I know they have like a Facebook where they invite certain people. When it gets to a certain stage, like beta, they'll bring some people in. So maybe you want to like be on their Facebook or something where you can test this stuff too. But like, I've been testing one device with them for, I can't say anything more, because if I do, it will tell you what they're working on. So I can't, but let's just say I test things for them, and I may be not testing things for them anymore because I may have just let the cat out of the bag on something I wasn't supposed to. And why is this? Please stop. Their website won't let me. Don't you hate it when you go to a website and they pop up a box? You know, they want you to sign up, right? Give me your email and stuff. And if you don't give them your email, you can't go any farther. I keep pressing this button to close it because dang it, how many times I want my email. So I keep trying to close this box and it won't close. So I freaking don't even know. Let me see if I can search it and maybe it'll pull up on their website. I hope, because they're going to kill me. Come in alive and talk about stuff you're not allowed to talk about. Oh, good. There it is. Yes. All right. It is on their website. So I can tell you. Whew. Oh my gosh. This is why you don't do lives, okay? Because you might just say stuff you're not allowed to. And you guys know that I'm just full of and vinegar, right? I will say stuff I'm not supposed to say. So it's called Brighten MD, and it sells for $99. I just saw that. So do I know whether or not it's doing any good? I don't know. You tell me. You are in so close in with that new camera that it's disgusting. That new camera makes me want to quit YouTube because I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a crushing blow to my ego every time when I'm editing these videos, because it really does. You aren't going to believe me, but I look better in person than I do on that camera. That camera, oh, it's nasty. Why? Why did I do that? All right, but anyway, so let me see what people are saying here. I think sounds good. It's citrus in the summer. Yes. Hello, Jessica, Ashley, and Rebecca, Kaylina, Cece, all the Patricia, all the people who came in while I was rambling about what? Nothing important, just like I normally do. Look at my hair. Why am I even going to put on makeup? All right, but anyway, so Diane wants to know if I have a radiology background. Yes, I do. I was a X-ray. Look what I'm doing. I'm going to wipe this off on the inside of my sleeve. See, now you guys see how I am, right? All right. I do have a radiology background. I worked at several hospitals in Indiana. Mostly, I'm going to say my career was split between, or was it? I may have spent a little more time alone than I did with a crew on days. But, okay, yeah, so I spent, we'll just say half my career I spent on days doing normal stuff they do in X-ray departments during the day, and then the other half of it I spent working alone or with one partner and a student, or at least part of the shift. Anyway, this is my Derma Vitamin C Renewing Moisturizer. I don't know, it's got that thing I can't say in it. Roboys? Is that what it is? Roboys? Ugh, this stuff stinks so bad. But I don't know. I think if it stinks, it must be doing something. Anyway, so I'm just going to make a couple of passes over this because I just need any excuse because it feels good. It feels good because it's warm and it's got some vibration to it, which I guess is ultrasound. Right? It's the ultrasound pushing this in. So somebody here, let me see who this is. Jay Steer says, I scare myself. Oh, Mary, just put on your glasses. I scare myself every time I use a magnified mirror, but need to see. Yes. Okay. Because if I just went by what I looked like without my glasses, wait. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's okay. I don't know if you're, I'll answer her later. Sorry. Oh, I lost my train of thought. I am so annoying. Why are you guys even here? I'm so annoying. Oh, by the way, this thing turns like that too. So you can like do that. Oh, see, now it's warm. So I want to do this with my eye cream. I don't know because I'm not paying attention if I already did that under my eyes. So we're just going to pretend like I did and move on. But anyway, this isn't about trophy skin and this Brighten MD thing. That's what I do, okay? So usually if it's like yesterday what I did, I put on, I used my LED mask, I use my new face, but I don't do that every day. So someday, and of course this under my eyes because I love it. I want it, it's kind of bad because you want to keep using it. But you got to pay attention. So I can't just like be watching TV and mindlessly using this under my eyes. So, in that sense, it's bad. Does red light, oh, Tammy, okay, listen to this. Tammy says, does red light help with acne? I think that blue light helps with acne. But get this. So this company, the company that sent me, we need to be moving on, right? The company that sent me that mask, that red light mask? Well, they're like, normally I don't like to take stuff in if it's for my skin, right? Because I think this, I'm not bragging, okay? Don't take it like that. But I do think sometimes that people want to send me skin stuff because I already have pretty good skin. Did that sound terrible? And so I want to keep it that way. So I don't want to just take in just anything. So most of the time when people ask if they can send me stuff, I'm like, no. All right, well, the place that sent me the mask, okay, that mask, and I mean that particular mask, I had already been looking at and wanted. So I said, okay. That's that dang bio coffee too. I'm addicted to that crap. I'm sure they would love to know I'm calling their product crap. Oh my gosh, I'm hopeless. I should throw this video away after we're done. I don't know how many people are in here, but maybe not very many people. Maybe not very many people will remember what I said if I just throw this away after we're done. All right, so what was I just saying? I forgot what I was saying. It's really bad when you do that live. I can sit here for 10 minutes when I'm making a video and just go, oh yeah, 15 minutes later, and then cut that part out. But I can't really do that here. So, but you guys can tell me what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh, it was about the mask, right? Okay, so I said okay to the mask. This is just my Sigma eye primer. This is my favorite eye primer. You guys know that. You guys know that I'm totally being paid to tell you. Really? When people say this kind of crap to me, it's like so hilarious because I'm like, you don't really know me, do you? You just arrived here because no one who actually knew me, no, I ain't gonna just tell you crap just so you go buy it. Because if I was, I would go, I love this Mercedes-Benz. You need to go buy this. All right. Anyway, the mask. So they send it to me. Oh, I feel like being Jim Carrey right now. Let's do my face in green today. The mask, they send it. I love it. Okay, but then they said they wanted to send me this other thing. And I keep forgetting what this is called. It's like high frequency, I think. Is that just it? Is it just called high frequency? I think they call it a lift wand or something. And I'm like, heck no. What is that? It's like electricity or something. I'm going to go zapping my face with it. I'm not doing that. So, but, I went ahead and I looked at it. And then I was like, wait a minute. I think that is that thing that Penn Smith was talking about. Do you guys know Penn? You know Penny from Penn Smith Skincare? I should probably see if you guys are answering me to these questions, and I'm just moving on like the world's all about me. Okay, let me review those. What is she reviewing? Botox? Okay. Oh, I'm perky in the morning, keep it up. Well, I've actually been up for like an hour. I just been holding off doing this stuff so I could do it for you here live. Because, you know, I robbed you of a video on Wednesday. Because what the heck was that? Because I guess I just want to break both toes. Or both toes, like I've only got 2 toes. You guys didn't know that, did you? I'm a little bit of a freak. I've only got 2 toes. Okay, so Penny I trust her completely. She's a friend. I know she's not a close friend, but you know, I mean, I trust Penny. Me and Penny don't talk or nothing like that. Well, we did talk about this because I'm not gonna, yeah, please stop breaking stuff. Oh, never mind. I'm not even gonna put that out there because I know Satan's running around listening and he'd be like, oh, so you didn't want, okay, we'll just see about that. Penny was talking, she actually not only talked about this, and you know, because she starts every video and says that she's a master esthetician. Is that what she is? A master esthetician? Okay, so she's constantly going over things, telling people, if you don't know, I totally have no idea what I'm talking about when I come here. I had no idea I was going to talk about Penny from Penn Smith Skincare today. But since I am, if you don't know who Penny is, go to her channel. She's got lots of good stuff there for mature ladies, okay? And she's a master esthetician, so I trust her opinion a little bit more than I would just somebody like me on YouTube, right? I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing about skincare, guys. I just know what I do. And, you know, I usually check out what I'm doing because I don't want to hurt myself, but it's not like I'm Penny and I went to school for this stuff and I know what I'm talking about. So, anyway, it was. Am I reconnected? This is not cool, Xfinity. My internet's been having problems for like a week and it said it went out and it's reconnecting. I hope it does. That would be terrible if the live went down. Gosh. Okay, so anyway, this is Drift from Sydney Grace, and I'm just going to take my E25 and put that all over my lid. Her channel is called Penn, like P as in Paul or Penny. P as in Penny. ENN Smith Skincare. I think that's the name of her channel. Penn Smith Skincare. And, you know, call her Penny. So anyway, this zapper thing, I think they call it high frequency. I've been using this for a couple of weeks, but 3 amazing things have happened since. Do you guys want to see a video on that? I always like don't do videos very much. I'm just coming from the crease up, guys. I usually don't like to do videos about, what do you call it? These skincare devices. Because I don't want you guys to think that I'm just like doing anything and everything and trying to sell you crap, right? So anyway, but this thing here, I don't know what it's going to do for my face because I've only used it a couple of times, but I'm telling you this, and it's a very long story starting at Adam, because of what Tammy said there about acne, zits. Oh no. Am I buffering again? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I forgot about my internet problems when I decided to do this. Anyway, so these lives tell the true story, don't they? Yeah, they do. You see what a spaz I really am. Oh, anyway, I don't want you to think that I'm just trying to sell you crap, but I've got a whole bunch of like skincare devices at my disposal that I can show you. Anyway, this thing here, so I guess one of the things, this high, whatever it is, high frequency, I guess one of the things that I'm just going through my Mac drawer, grabbing stuff. I guess one of the things that it's really, really good for is acne, okay? Because, and I don't want to say that too much about this because I know I'm be talking about my butt here. I need to research it more. But basically, there's an exchange in gas and ozone on your skin when you use this, right? And they got all these different kinds of glass tubes that you put in this thing. When you turn it on, it creates, like, depending on which thing you're using, it can be like argon or I forgot the other gas. But one's orange and one is blue when you can see it in the tube, right? And you're going, what am I going to turn myself into Frankenstein here? I don't want to put that on my face. So, of course, I went and watched Penny to see what Penny had to say about it before I'm going to say yeah to them people, right? Well, they said, them people. That wasn't very nice. It's the company that Lift Wand. I think that's the company. Okay, well, anyway. So I got with Penny on Instagram. I'm like, is this the one that you showed on your video? Is this who you use and stuff? And she's like, yeah, that's the exact one. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I said, okay, they can send it to me. But I'm still scared of it, right? I got to wait till I get the gauze and the whole bit in because I don't want to be damaging my skin. It just doesn't sound like a very good idea to take something with electricity in it and zap your face. That just doesn't seem like a very good idea. I mean, I want to try stuff out for you guys, but I'm not willing to ruin my skin for this channel. That's not a goal. I'm going to take this Refer 17. It's a goat hair kabuki, and I'm going to come into my MAC Fix Studio Fix. This one is in, I think I wear it in NW13. So, yeah. NW13, and I also have it in NW25, and I use it to kind of contour my nose. Anyway, I'm just going to swirl this brush around in here and get going finally for the people who just showed up for this. So anyway, they send it to me, right? And now one of the things, now here's what a wonderful mother I am. My son, he gets, when it arrived, my son has this zit, and I mean, it's one of those big painful ones, right? Guess where it is? Right on the end of his nose, like right here, okay? And I mean, you can just tell this thing hurts, right? His whole nose is red, and I mean, nobody's really going to see it because of the masks, and the masks is probably why I keep breaking out too. But anyway, I've been having more breakout problems than normal, and I'm sure it's because of mask. But why don't I get a real mirror? Want to? That will probably help if I actually pull a real mirror up here. So I tell him that I have this thing and that it's supposed to be like super good for acne. And there's this special attachment that you put on it. It's like a little hook with a bulb on the end of it. And you just take it and you turn it on. And I turn it on the lowest setting because you can hear the electricity. You can hear this in there and you're like, I don't know if that's a very good idea to cattle prod my face here. So I said, do you want to try it? I mean, I got his consent. I didn't just run up to him and, zap him with it or anything. And he's an adult, so he can make up his own mind. So you want to try this thing and see? It's supposed to be really good with acne and zits and stuff. He's like, what is it? So I tell him there's this gas exchange that's going to go on here, and it's going to zap you. And we're not going to do it for very long. But it's supposed to make a big difference in acne and zits and stuff like that, right? He's like, okay. So I turn it on, and I just go to his nose, and I'm like, zzz, right? He's like, oh, it tingles, and it stinks. Right? He doesn't like it because it stinks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do that 5 times and just hold it there for a second and let it go. He goes to bed When he gets up, the thing is out of head. The next day it was gone. When do you see zits that go away that quick, right? That are those, you know what I'm talking about. We're talking about the ones that are under the surface that are like really red and you can push on them a mile away from the center of it and it hurts. That kind of a zit. Okay. So I was like, wow, do you want to do it again? And when he got up, I'm like, wow, that was amazing. Do you want to try that again? He's like, no, I can't stand the smell of that. So I wrote that guy and I was like, okay, so we tried that thing on my son's zit. And we were amazed when he woke up to get ready to go to work. It was like, I don't know, it was almost gone. So that's really impressive. And he said, and I said, but he don't want to finish and do it again because of the smell. He says it stinks. And I kind of smelled it too. It kind of stinks. He's like, well, that's normal. That means it's working. If you smell that, I'm like, how are you going to get like used to that smell? Okay, I'm used to that smell. All right, so then I get a zit. Okay, so the first one was like over here. Okay, wait a minute. Who are we calling? Wait, where's my glasses? What are we saying here? I love all of my Sigma brushes, but I think would love to try some natural hair ones. Oh, okay. Wish I could. Well, you know what? I have found. Look at this. So I was organizing my brushes today because I'm like an animal in here, not putting stuff back where it goes. Look at this. So not too long ago, I was showing you this Refer 22, the bronzer brush, and I hadn't broke it in yet. And then this, and I was saying that it would get as fluffy as my Tom Ford. Now, guys, if you go buy this brush at Tom Ford right now, you will be buying the synthetic one. Just saying, if you think you're going to get this goat hair, you're not. Okay, this one is the original. It's goat hair. But I had said this one will probably like bloom out there and be, you know, just like this one after I've used it a few more times and washed it. No, it's better than this one. The goat hair is better on it than the Tom Ford. I don't even really like to use my Tom Ford now because it feels kind of pokey. Like it's a good brush, don't get me wrong, but the goat hair on this feels more pokey than this. I'm such anybody want to hire me to do their, you know, any companies that maybe want to hire me because I'm so good describing things. This brush is really all that. Okay, this is so soft, and you can probably tell by looking at it, I've been using it with my bronzer, and I've not been using my Marc Jacobs. I've been using this one. So I think I love Refer. I love Wayne Goss. I love Sonia G. Those are the people I say, if you want to get some goat hair brushes, then that's what you should do. And do the hokey pokey. Okay, all right. So you put your right arm in, you put your right arm out, you put your right arm in, and you shake it all about. Well, what's this? My left one's creeping in there. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Woo! Oh, okay. Good thing I got that chair. Okay, so anyway, this is, where's the NW25? I have to open them up to make sure I'm getting the darker one. I'm just going to take the side of this and put it here. Okay, so we were talking about my zit, right? So I better look at that because sometimes text messages come from people who are telling me about something stupid I'm doing that I don't like doing the hokey pokey live. Oh, okay. That's fine. All right. So anyway, then I got a zit right over here. It wasn't a big juicy one. It was just like, I can see it's coming up, you know, a little welt kind of zit. You know that kind, right? Okay. So, gosh, you guys, I can't tell if I'm doing good makeup or not. Am I doing good makeup? Because I'm putting it on in the viewfinder now. I don't know. So anyway, I take it and I'm like, brave now. Get my little gauze pad over the little hook on it. And I'm like, And I'm like, okay, well, that didn't hurt. You got to put your finger on it, right, to ground it or something before you touch your skin. And Penn, she was real specific about you don't want to get it like too far away from your face, because I guess you can like hover over your face and the spark will jump from that glass tube, whichever kind you're using, to your face. This totally wasn't what I was going to talk about today. Anyway, so I will try to move this along. Anyway, so I'm trying to follow Penn's instructions. And so I zap it, I do my thing with it. I go to bed, next day I get up, gone, it's gone. I'm like, wow, I have found the miracle for zits. So then, just the other day, like this week, right, there was this zit that was coming up right here, okay? Now, if you want to know the truth, I'm going to give you a little insight here. The last video that I just did, if you're wondering, why is Mary like so right on her eye? Why is she so close up? Well, the reason is because, yeah, I mean, I want you to see what I'm doing, but I didn't have to get like all up in them wrinkles like that. You could have seen that if I was a little far back, but the real reason that this is Benefit 24-hour brow setter, by the way. The reason that I was up like that so close is because of that zit. With the close-up lens, you could totally see that monster sitting there. Yes, Ashley, and I was hiding zits from you guys. I had that zit, okay? Now, it was not just a mound. It was like the one my son had on the end of his nose, where my nose is actually swollen because of the zit. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I took that wand, right? And this time I get a little braver. I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, holding it on there, and then boom, 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 5 times. And then, oh, is Virginia leaving? Okay. I love you, Virginia. Bye. Have a good day. So I hit it and I get up the next day. This is a monster one, right? One of those ones where you can like touch it back here at your ear and feel it on your nose. And you're like, oh, this is going to hurt so bad. All right. Well, I got up after having done that. It was nasty. It had a head on it. Why am I talking about this gross stuff? Right? So I'm like, wow. So Tammy, that was what? A 20-minute explanation for, no, red light therapy is not for zits. This thing is. It's supposed to have other properties, and I don't know yet, but I am doing this because I told them, I go, I cannot do that on my channel. What they would like me to do, I think, is talk about it, the wonderful things it did for my face. I'm doing so dang much to my face. Before and afters aren't even going to tell you anything, whether or not that thing's doing something or not, other than the zit. It's really great for zits, but can I say, oh, using that eye thing under my eye is doing such a good job and you should get this because it's going to take all your wrinkles away? How can I tell you that when I know that I'm using this under my eyes every day, right? So I can't tell you what I don't know positively. So I asked him to send me 2 other devices, and this is what I'm doing. And it'll probably be a while, okay? What I'm doing is they're body devices. One is like goes under the chin, but I mean, I do a lot of stuff under my chin too, right? So how do we know that's what is doing it? So what I'm doing is I'm doing my body, just my left side. So I'm taking that thing and I'm like doing my arm and under here, with our little flabbies, they're going on under here. So I'm doing it here. I'm doing it on my arm and my right thigh. I've been doing it with the body coil one on my thigh, on my arm, on my left side of my body. Because it looks exactly like the right side of my body, which is crepey skin and age spots and stuff all over me. Right? So if it does something miraculous, I'll be able to tell you, hey, this thing did it. All right? But I'm enjoying it. Okay, I'm going to use this bronzer. This is the MAC bronzer. Here's my bronzer brush. Here, it's the Refer 22. So now, keep in mind, anyone who watches this later, that I'm not using a mirror. I can't see what you guys are doing if I use a mirror. So I'm basically putting on my makeup blurry in a viewfinder. So if it doesn't look great, that's why. So anyway, did I finish the thought about, I didn't finish the thought about the copycat thing with Mel, did I? I got sidetracked on talking about devices. That thing that the copycat thing, that was what I was really going to talk to you about. Anyway, so Mary Kay just come in. Hello there to Lisa Riddle and Mary Kay, and I'm sure some other people probably came in that I missed also. I'm sorry. So now I'm going to use this blush, and you know how you just like use or just washed all your brushes and you don't want to get them dirty? That's where we're at here. So I'm just going to use this to do my blush too, because it's dirty now. Hopefully it'll do a good job. I wouldn't know even if I didn't. To me, I look gorgeous because I'm blurry. Look how flawless I look. It's too bad other people don't see what we see without our glasses, right? Because that'd be fantastic. I totally look fantastic with no makeup on. I look fantastic when I do my makeup. I look like a supermodel when I don't have on my glasses. Then I put on my glasses and freak out. I'm going to use this Sephora. I don't know what this is. This is the 92, my Soft and Gentle. So anyway, I was telling Mel that, you know, before I even had this channel, I would like watch Jaclyn Hill or whatever. We'll just throw her out there because she is how I initially found YouTube. So I would get all the stuff, right? I get the brushes that she was using. This is how a lot of people end up with a lot of the stuff they have. They watch, this is some Lancome brow pencil. I'm trying to use up my brow stuff before I open another e.l.f. pencil because I don't want to waste money, and I've got a lot of brow stuff, and I really do like, it's tempting for me to just open another e.l.f. pencil, but I need to use up some of this stuff. But anyway, so, you know, I bought all the stuff that Jaclyn's doing, get my paper out, write down all of the shades that she's using, which was, of course, at that time, MAC. And I go buy those shades so I can do and look like Jaclyn Hill when I do my eye look. And then I sit down with my phone and I do the steps, step by step, same thing she's doing. And it's devastating. It was devastating to do that and then see what I looked like compared to how she looked. Okay. And what I wasn't considering was that at that time, I think it was like 50. I just turned 50. One of the reasons I'm on YouTube in the first place is because I just turned 50 and I'm doing my makeup, but I look terrible when I'm doing my makeup because I've gotten older, and the same techniques that worked for me when I was younger no longer work for me. And it certainly doesn't work for me to try and do what Jaclyn Hill's doing because she was what, all of 20 something? So, you know, so the whole premise behind the copycat for me is I don't want any of the people who watch me, which I'm assuming is a lot of mature ladies. I don't want you guys to feel, let me see. So speaking of Mel, I got my email yesterday from Cindy Grace letting me know. Yes, she was talking, Lisa, she's talking in her video today about the fact that Cindy Grace is now sending out these. So yes, there you go. But I need to think about what I'm doing here. What am I doing, guys? What am I doing? Let's move on to the eyes. But let me finish this thought first because I have to remember what Mel did today. I don't want anyone that's watching me, I'm assuming that you're my age, older maybe. I do have some people who are younger. I even have some men that are watching my channel. But for the most part, it's ladies between the ages of 50 and 60. So says my analytics, okay? And I don't want any of you guys to feel like I feel when I do exactly the same thing that these younger girls with their beautiful taunt eyelids do. And then when you get done with your makeup, you look nothing like that. And then you feel bad about yourself, right? Or I do anyway. So like I can watch Mel's video and go, gosh, that's great. That's beautiful. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that today. I'm going to do the look she did this morning. And you're going to see that I don't look like Mel when I get done. That eye look doesn't look nothing the same. You have to consider that now I don't have those young taunt lids like I used to. Now, and some people who have real hooded eyes probably get angry with me and say, you don't have hooded eyes. Okay, I don't have hooded eyes. I'm getting hoods, okay, because my eyes are older. My skin is getting more slack. It's laying down on my lid. Therefore, I have a hood. Okay, I'm not saying I have hooded eyes. When I do the same thing, I don't look like Mel when I get done. And I think it's important for women our age to see what that realistically is going to look like if you're 58 years old and you do the same thing Mel Thompson did in her video, or, you know, anybody else, Kinky Sweat, or, you know, whoever else you're watching that's young and does these beautiful looks. And then you get in front of your mirror and you take that same thing, same brush, same shadow, same everything. And now you go in and be like, what? Then you feel bad about yourself. You don't want to wear makeup and you feel like you're getting old, right? So that's what Copycat's about. I want to do a series, and I want to know what you guys think about it, that's called Copycat. And the purpose of it is to take a look that this young YouTuber is doing, do that same look, or try to anyway, because it's never going to look, never will it look like theirs. And then do it on myself so that women our age can see what realistically that might look like. And I do realize as I'm saying that there are women whose eyelids are even worse, wrinkled, worse, hooding and stuff than mine. Okay, I do realize that. But if you can adapt, if you can see how I adapt for myself, that may give you an idea how you can adapt for yourself. And as long as you go into it realistically knowing you're not going to look like Mel Thompson when you get done. First of all, even if you didn't have all those wrinkles and stuff, Mel's eye shape is different than yours, okay? She maybe has more lid space than you do. She maybe has, you know what I'm saying? So now couple that with the fact that you are old enough to be her mother, and you can still have a beautiful look. And that was pretty much what Mel was just saying to me in that text, was because I was talking to her about it, doing her look today, and how pretty much what I just said. And it breaks her heart, you know, to know that, you know, women may think worse of themselves when they try to replicate a look that a younger girl is doing, and then it hurts their self-esteem when they try to do that and it doesn't look good. See? So you let me know what you think. In the meantime, I'm going to try to, if I can from memory, do the look that Mel did this morning using the Tiny Marvels palette. I was just going to take Scarab and go all over the place, but I'm going to do this instead and see what you guys are saying. Sounds like a fantastic series would do. Even some young people with hooded eyes could benefit from makeup from hooded eyes. Oh yeah, very true. Oh my goodness. Why didn't you tell me I need to buff? Let's buff with this scratchy Tom Ford brush. I'm going to have to put hair conditioner on this. Okay, let's put a mouth on. Ugh, I got goat hair in my mouth. Wipe it on your shirt. Okay, let's put on some mouth. And I still have a goat hair in my mouth. So attractive. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, just a little bit of color on the lips. And that is Mehr. This. If you can read it, because this thing here doesn't always focus when I tell it to. Okay, I got everything I need now to do my eyes. I think so. I want to hurry up, Mary, because it's been an hour and we haven't even opened the new Sydney Grace I got. Okay, Mel started with Tree Hopper. So I think she went Tree Hopper, Death Moth, Fire Butts. The reason I remember these is because those are like my favorite go-tos. Tree Hopper, Death Moth, Fire Butts, Web. Then she went with Scarab as we're going to have to alter that for sure. She used Scarab as an outer wing, but I can tell you right now I won't be able to pull that off. I'll have to adjust it for my own eyes because my eyes won't allow for that. And then she ended with a walking stick underneath her eye, I think. So let's do that. And we can, sorry, hang on, I gotta get under for a Kleenex. You guys watch me do this a lot. So I have to adjust for each eye because my eyes are not the same. And many of you, your eyes aren't the same either. And I know that many celebrities, their eyes aren't the same either. So if you ever feel bad about this, if you ever look at yourself in the mirror and you get dejected, if that's the word, because one eye is like laying down and the other eye ain't, well, go look at pictures of celebrities. I won't name any out loud here because I don't want to seem like I'm shaming anyone. I'm not shaming anyone. But if you go look at celebrities and just look at their eye, just look at their eyes. And a lot of times their makeup artist isn't even correcting for it. So you can tell that even the celebrities, the young celebrities even, their eyes are exactly the same way. So I'm just going to take the E25 and come into Tree Hopper. And as usual, I'm going to feel for my orbit bone. And she had this in her transition. So I'm going to come up just a little bit higher than my actual orbit, okay, with Tree Hopper, because we don't want to lose this shade when we come in with the next shade, which is Death Moth. So yeah, now when I get done, if I can get this done, when I get done, please internet, don't go out on me. When I get this done, make sure you go over and watch Mel's video for today and see that I don't look anything like Mel. It's still a gorgeous look, but I'm not going to look like Mel. All right. Just talk amongst yourselves because and this is a terrible camera to do this on, you're not going to be able to see very well what I'm doing because that's the whole reason for the other camera. Where did Tree Hopper go? Oh, there it is. Like it got up and moved. You won't be able to see very clear what I'm doing. This was a stupid idea because of this stupid camera. It's too blurry. Oh, I'm close enough to say hi to Dolores, the baking diva. All right, now I'm just going to flip that brush around on its other side and come into Death Moth, which is right there. See, that's a much darker brown. And we're going to bring that in the crease. So I'm going to feel for the underneath side of this orbit bone because that's going to tell me where my crease is. Regardless of if I have a hood or not, you can depend on your anatomy to tell you where things are. Just forget about the skin. Just feel for your bones because the bones are going to stay right where they are. And if I take this E25, which is the reason that I picked it for my brush set, the glitzy fritzy essential eye set. The whole reason that I picked this is because this brush will do everything. But what it's really good for is coming right in here and feeling for your orbit without hurting you and actually getting pigment up there. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just tucking it right in there, and that is my crease. regardless of what my skin says is my crease. Oh, gosh. Scared me. Other side, I don't have to do that as much because that skin isn't laying down, but I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to come over here and reach that brush right in underneath. And what I'm doing is I'm sticking it in here, okay, because it's flat, see? It's a flat bed. It's a flat blending brush. So I can just tuck it right in here in the crease and push up against that orbit bone. And then I know that I'm right where I need to be. Now that still looks higher. So I'm just going to come over here and judge where I'm at. And then I like to take my E35 blender and then I just can blend this out, blend them together. Now already, even though I just did the same thing Mel did, Mel brought Tree Hopper into her transition. She used Death Moth in her crease, but our eyes are shaped different. So it's automatically going to look different right there. Can't believe I'm doing this live. Sandra Cox says she's trying to adjust my makeup after not wearing much. You know what, Sandra? That's exactly where I was when I started my channel. That's exactly where I was. I hadn't wore makeup for, well, other than going to like a funeral or, you know, some special occasion, Christmas morning or something like that. And usually it was just like, go get some Maybelline Great Lash and use the Lancome that I had left over from before my kids were born. That's where I was. When my kids got a little older then, I decided to splurge on me. And when I put the makeup on it and look anything, because it had been years. And when I put the makeup on and look anything like I did. Yeah, so Michelle has given up on brushes and just does finger painting. Okay. Okay, so now the next thing that she did was one of my favorite things. She came into fire butts and she used a fluffy brush. So dang it, I remember her saying that. She used a fluffy brush and I'm sure that the reason is because fire butts is very intense. So you don't want to use the E55 if you're doing her tutorial. You don't want to do that. If she used a fluffy brush, the reason that she used a fluffy brush is because the shade is so intense and she didn't want to be like seen from the moon on her eyelid. So for that reason, I'm going to go ahead and come back in with my E25 and I need to clean it off. So where's my color switch? You can totally do this with a color switch and the Glitzy Fritzy eye set because this is not a goat hairbrush. These are synthetic. So I'm going to go ahead and use that one because it's more flat, see? So I'm going to tap around in fire butts and we're going to bring that on the lid and I'll show you here the difference. Not on my eye, okay, because I don't want to ruin this. But I'm going to take it on my skin. Hopefully you can see. Now I'm going to take it on the E55, which is a dense shader brush. And I'm going to put that on there. And you can see that one is very much brighter. Okay, that's because this brush is really dense. And if you have a dense brush, you're going to be able to pack on shades, you know, more vibrantly than if you were to just take a fluffy brush, which like I told you, this E25 can do everything. It can do your crease. It can do your lid. It can do everything because this brush is reminiscent of the MAC 217. And that's why a lot of people like that brush is because that brush can take you, if you were going to buy one brush, just one brush, the 217 would get the look done, right? So that's why the E25 was the first brush I chose for my set. Okay, so now I've got fire butts with a fluffy E25 blended the middle part of my lid, not the outside and not the inside, just right there, the middle part. I think that's what she did. Then I'm probably getting this wrong, but I think the next thing she did was come in the inner part and under the brow bone with web. So I'm going to get a clean E25. I just want to see what I'm doing. So, no, I'm not. Okay, I can't read it. Okay, it just really looks dirty, but it's not. I'm cleaning it off in the color switch, so it just looks nasty. I'm going to come into web. So web is right here. Web is probably even more intense than fire buds, so we're going to have to be careful. And I'm going to bring it on the inner corner. Now, fire buds has kind of a yellow color, whereas as you can see that much. You can see that web is a different color than fire buds. It's like white. I'm bringing that right here in the inner part of my lid. Wow, that's bright. And then I'm just gonna dust it right there. I don't normally take a shadow under my brow, and the reason is because I use like that e.l.f. Correcting pen under there to clean up what I've done, and that kind of acts like my highlight. So, and I do that because I'm sloppy. All right, so then let's see, what did she do then? I think she took Scarab. So we're going to take the E46, and I'm going to use Scarab like a liner, okay? Now, Scarab is a duochrome, and I doubt it shows up on this camera, but I'm going to take it and I'm going to bring it. I don't know. I don't think she used it wet. I'm just using that all the way across here. And then when she got out to this outer corner, what she did was she made a wing. That doesn't work for me because of this skin line down here. It gets lost inside that little hood, okay? So what I do is I come underneath my eye and drag up, and it gives the illusion that I have a wing when I don't, okay? So yeah, I don't think this camera is picking this up, but it was very beautiful and gives just enough of a contrast difference that it changes the way fire butts and web look. But this camera's not good enough to pick that up. I'm going to save that for after we put, I think she used walking stick underneath her eye. So let's do that, and then we'll come back to doing our wing. So walking stick is up here, and I'm going to get that on my E46 and bring it underneath my eye. So what do you guys think of me doing like a month of nothing but Sydney Grace eyeshadow on the channel? Because I was thinking I could do that, I think. I think I've caught up with all of my eyeshadow palettes that I wanted to review to where I can like just dedicate a month to Sydney Grace. And there you go for the people who think I'm just out to make money. I don't make any money on Sydney Grace. If I was just out to make money, I would like do every look with Pat McGrath. I certainly wouldn't tell you that Sydney Grace eyeshadows are better or as good as Pat McGrath. That doesn't make me any money. Shame on you if you thought it was all about money. Okay, so let's come into Scarab now. And I don't know if I can do this or not, but I'm going to try. So I'm going to come on the outside of my eye with it and drag up. And that is my wing. That's how you're going to see somewhat of a wing on me. and then I will connect it right up here. So can you even see it? I don't know if you can even see it. But this starting down here and bringing it up gives you the placement for where to connect and get by your hood, see? So now I can just come on the outside of my eye and connect that to the line I drew from the bottom. And that will give me, and by the way, I am not a makeup artist. I have just taught myself stuff, and I'm not claiming to be any kind of a makeup artist here. And there we go. So hopefully this shows up more. Now, did you see what I just did there with my right eye? When I lift my eyebrows up, it looks more like my eyes are the same, right? And I have done this for so many years that it's just a habit now. I just automatically have this expression on my face that my eyebrows are raised. But when I relax, you can see that the eyes are not the same. Okay. Now, you know what I almost did? I almost said, okay, I'm going to go put on eyeliner and mascara and I'll be right back. So that you didn't have to watch that part. But since you're here, I guess you're going to have to watch that part, aren't you? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my MAC Feline. It should be in here. I like to keep my MAC everyday stuff in this drawer so that I can just pull out the drawer and do my makeup. So if you ever watch a video and you look in the description bar to see what I'm wearing, and it's like all MAC, that's what I've done. It was just one of those days where I didn't want to think or anything, and I just grabbed the MAC drawer and just did my makeup. So yeah, I'm just going to drag that right across here. And then on the other side, eyeliner and mascara sure do make a difference. Anyway, I put in that stuff there about the not being a professional makeup artist and stuff because I want you to understand this is extended play. Love this stuff. Now, I don't. Mel only uses this on her bottom lashes, but I use it on the top too. I want you to understand that while I'm sitting here talking to you as if I know, you know, like I'm some kind of a teacher because I'm a professional makeup artist. No, I'm not. I'm just telling you what I have observed for myself. And I hope that that helps you. It likely, there's going to be people it doesn't help because I'm not a makeup artist and I can't say, okay, so for this, you would do that, you know, because I don't know. I can only tell you if you're similar to me, this is what works. And then I'm just going to bring this up here. And oftentimes I will use another mascara over the top of this one, but I love the brush of this mascara. If I'm not going to use an eyelash primer, I like to use this mascara first because it does a really good job of setting the stage. It does a really good job of, first of all, it's tubing. So it's going to wrap around all these lashes. It's going to separate nicely because of this brush. I'm going to be able to get right in at the lash line, pull up. I'm not going to get my lashes all clumped together using this mascara. And then once the eyelashes look the way I want, well, thank you, Carol. That was sweet. You're so sweet. Carol, you are so sweet. You know, I want to take this time to tell you guys, when you send me those donations in PayPal or like what Carol just did, you have no idea what that means to me. And I'm not saying, you know what? I'm not saying you have to do that. But when you do that, it always just shocks me. And it does. It helps me out a lot. But I don't like tell you in the videos. I don't go, thank you, Carol, for sending me this in PayPal or whatever. Because for those who don't know or understand the principle, First of all, when I ask you to be a blessing to others, so that it would get turned, I'm not necessarily meaning be a blessing to me. So I want to clear that up in case you guys think I'm like, that's my way of saying, give me money. Go out and be a blessing to people. Give me money. You know? In case you thought that, that's not why I'm telling you that. You don't have to give me money. Making this worse. You don't even have to give people money to be a blessing to them. But that is a blessing to me when that happens, is what I'm trying to say. And I don't put people's names down and say, this person gave me this or this person gave me that, because it's not about, it's like I don't want to do anything that might take your blessing away. Does that make sense? Some people here are going to understand that that's a Christian principle, and that when you are a blessing to others, you will reap that blessing yourself. If nothing else, just in your own heart, you're going to reap that blessing, and you will be so happy on the inside. And your day, your life, everything is just going to have a different outlook when you're good to somebody else. You know, that doesn't necessarily, I'm just taking the E55 and blending out harsh lines here. That doesn't necessarily mean you have to give people money, but it's like the Lord knows when you need something, and he will move people to help you in that regard. And I don't come on here and say, thank you to this person for sending me this in PayPal or this donation or whatever, because that person, if you're part of the Fritzy family and you gave me money, you didn't do it for recognition. You didn't do it as a show. You did it because your heart wanted you to do that. The Lord maybe moved you. And oh, wait a minute. What happened? Am I buffering? No. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. Probably I should stop here. I'm going to try to come in. Oh no, I'm frozen. If I could remember a Frozen song right now, I'd sing it, but I can't. I can't think of the Frozen song that everyone loves. Later, I'm going to look at this and I'm going to go, oh my gosh, your hair and everything looks so terrible. Why did you do that? Okay, so Ashley says, the previous times it came back quickly, not this time. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I wonder, it doesn't say on my end that it's my internet connection now. So I wonder, look at this hair, wrong side. I need to go wash my hair instead of putting more product in it. I need to go wash it. Maybe I'll do that today. All right, let me come in closer. Hopefully you'll be able to see this eye look. So here we go. And if you, I mean, I really can't tell you what it looks like because I'm just looking at it in a tiny little mirror. Oh, I think I've got some mascara on my lid. Where is that palette? Okay, now if you get a little bit of mascara on your lid, here's the Mary sloppy way of taking care of that. Just take your finger into an eyeshadow and come over here and cover it up. Makeup artists everywhere are going, you know? Brought to you by FritzyNESS. How to totally do the wrong thing with makeup. Okay. So this is the look. It doesn't look like Mel's look. Mel's look looks fantastic. I mean, her look makes you go, I'm going to do that look. But it's a pretty look, right? I think that it's a pretty look. And I can pull it off in a different way than Mel, even though it's the same thing. And you know, a lot of makeup and stuff is like that. It's kind of like photography. Back when I was a photographer, I always thought that it was amazing how give 10 people. Give 10 people in a room a camera and tell them to go take a picture of, I don't know, a mailbox. Just send them out to take a picture of the same thing. And you will get 10 different pictures. because everybody sees it just a little bit different. Everybody is just a little bit different. And so you will never see the same thing. You're not going to see the same look exactly twice. And that's not just because we're older either. I bet you that if, I don't know, I don't know, maybe Kelsey goes and does the exact same look that Mel did, and it will look different. It will look beautiful on Kelsey, and it will look beautiful on Mel, but it won't be the same exact look. Because even if they aren't old and have saggy skin, their eyes are different. Their eyes are different. Fire butts. Hang on, I'm going to try to get my right foot back underneath me here because I really want that foot to keep cramping on me. The right foot's toe is almost healed. I can sit on this foot as long as I'm on my heel. The left foot, though, so because I'm walking like Frankenstein, my right arch, because I'm walking, my gait is different. Because my gait is different, my right foot is taking more of the weight because it's more healed, and it keeps cramping on me. So I'll probably go into a dang cramp here because I'm sitting on it. But let's real quick, because we've been here a long time now, and I know some people want to go, right? They're like, shut your mouth, Mary. I want to show you guys the new Sydney Grace I got. So I got some new shades, right? I'm grateful that Mel continues to show new looks. I am too. I'm so happy that Mel is doing all kinds of looks with her palette. She said on her channel, so it's okay for me to say that she is going through a little rough patch right now, but I can tell you positively that it worries her that she isn't doing enough for you guys. And, probably it would, I'm sure everyone is letting her know that it's fine, okay? I can't sit on that foot. I'm going to get cramps. I need to sit on something, though, to bring me up here. Maybe I'll tip this down a little more. There. Okay. Yeah. I tipped that down so you wouldn't see my ugly neck. Isn't that what they say? People do that. I guess some people really do that for that reason, right? They tip their camera way down so that you can't see whatever. Anyway. But, despite the fact that she's going through a harder time right now, she's still putting out these looks for you guys because her name's on that palette. She's continuing. Some people will put out a palette and then what? I guess you're just supposed to be on your own now. And she doesn't. She's not doing that. Look at me now. What am I going to take? Drinks out of both? Do I have a place for all those shades? I do, Ashley. I haven't filled this back up yet. So I can just shove these shades right up here and get these in here and I'll organize them later. So let's do it. Let's get in here because I want to show you these before we leave. Okay, so thank you, IRC. That is so generous of you. I appreciate that so much. And I love that little pair. How's it going? It's going pretty good. I think it's going pretty good. I don't think I've aggravated you guys enough to totally leave yet. I can still see we have about the same number in here. So, all right. So this one here, it's a surprise. Whenever you get these, you have to open the envelope to look at the back to see what the shade is. So I don't know. What is it? What is it? It's called Mom's Ride. No, Mom Ride. It's called Mom Ride. And I tend to shop for Sydney Grace in tones. So these will all be about the same family of tones. But this one's called Mom Ride, and it's a matte. So let's put it right there. I want to try to do these live, these swatchings, because I've been noticing, I'm not going to name names on a palette, but there's a palette that... I don't like it when people do swatches and then they build the swatch up and you think that that's the intensity of that swatch. Okay. I just want to show it to you, not take up 15 minutes of your day showing you all the different swatches in my video. But some people I've been noticing off this one palette that they have built up the swatch. right? And then you think that color is going to look like that when you get the palette. There's no payoff. It's nothing like what you thought it was going to be. So that's why I like to do this like this, is so you can see, hey, I just swiped that. You saw I went into it. This is the payoff on Mom Ride. Okay. And I am the world's worst swatcher. Just telling you that right out the gate. This one, what is it? What is it? It's called Grounds. Yes. It's like a little game, right? Figuring these out. This one's called Grounds. And we'll put it right here. So there's Grounds. Hey, Heba, Nancy, anybody else I've missed? I'm so sorry. I wonder how much of the connectivity issues is the remnants of Laura. Oh, well, you know, Nancy, it could be. Now here, no. If it's my internet connection, it comes right up here at the top and tells me that I have a slow connection right now and that it's buffering me. So that last one, I didn't get that notification. So I don't think that was me, but it very well could be. Okay, what's this one? This one is called Arabian Nights. This one's been in my wish list for a while. This one's called Arabian Nights. Oh, I can't wait to see what this is like. Okay, we're gonna put that one right in there, and let's put Arabian Nights right here. Oh yeah, I'm such a good swatcher. I can't even get them going in the right direction. So that's Arabian Nights. Ooh, so pretty. So pretty, right? Yes, Sydney Grace's formula is spectacular. Okay, here we go. It's like opening presents on Christmas morning. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? Oh, it's Beyond. Yay! This one's called Beyond. Okay, it's like that. 2, 3. By the way, I always go 1, 2, 3 when I swirl into a shadow. Where are we going to go here? Let's just put it right here. I swatch terrible. I know it. Okay, that is kind of a plummy color. Look what I did. Oh, see why I don't do swatches live? Because I stink at this so bad. Look at these swatches. They're pitiful. This is pitiful. I'll be getting a letter from Cindy Grace going, Mary, can you please not swatch our eyeshadows? You're pitiful. You know what? Even if those two thought that, they'd never say it to me. Okay. What's this one? This one is Faithful. Oh, yes. I've been wanting Faithful for a while, too. So look at that. That's beautimous. And all right, let's put Faithful right here. Oh, perfect. This is one of my favorite colors for crease. It's beautimous. I need to speed this up, don't I? Because we're going on an hour and a half. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just keep running my mouth. And this one is Fairy Tale. Yes, Fairy Tale. After I get done, I won't have any more to open. Boy, that was a smart remark. No. Okay, this one is Fairy Tale. You can't see it very well on my skin there. Beautiful. Maybe swatch with a brush. Yeah, I could do that. You're going to want to do that with the same brush. It's an E55. I'm keeping them all in a row, so maybe I could do that. This one here is Tiara. Woo, I'm so excited. Okay, these are all pressed pigments now. Okay, because I've been wanting, I love them. I just love their pressed pigments so much. Okay, so this is, I don't want to attack this with a brush with that No, I don't want to attack that with that E55 yet. I want to do that careful. This, what I say, Tiara? Okay. What? Huh. Oh, okay. Here's Tiara. Oh, are you dying? Are you dying over that? I am dying over that. Tiara, Tiara. This one's similar tone. What's this one? Okay, this one is called Peace. I think I was watching Heba and wrote down shades. I don't know how I decided to buy these ones. This one's Peace. Man, this camera really stinks for this. When I swatch towards me, it comes out great. You know, you're right. But it takes you to tell me that, because, yeah, just, you know how I am. I'm Fritzy. All right, what's this one? Oh, okay. All right, ready? What do you think this one's called? My nails are so janky. Sorry. All right, this one's called Strawberries and Cream, and look at my mouth watering. Okay. Am I the only one whose mouth? Yeah, am I the only one whose eyes water for eyeshadow? Am I the only one whose mouth waters over eyeshadow? Strawberries and Cream. Okay, I'm gonna. Whoa! I would love to be talented enough to do that. Like, I see lots of people do that. Lots of people are really good at just going and doing the. Look at my swatches. What would you expect from me? Oh, we only have one more left. I want more. I should be able to get a job at Sydney Grace opening these. Opening them up. They'll never pick me to swatch. Okay, this one's kind of red. Wait a minute. I thought I ordered Troops. Oh, wait, I did. I went back a second time and got more. Because MJ, do you guys know MJ from Canada? I think she's the one who said, get Troops, and I had already ordered eyeshadows. I think it was Troops. And I went back and placed a second order, so that one's just not here yet. Okay, so Golden Rose is what this one's called. And Golden Rose. Oh my gosh. I hope you guys want to see a month of Sydney Grace, because I can't wait to do just Sydney Grace. Now, I will tell you this. If all you do is Sydney Grace eyeshadows, then when you switch to other eyeshadows, oh my gosh, when you switch to other eyeshadows, you're like, those suck. And they might not really suck. They're just not Sydney Grace, So you're like messing with Sydney Grace eyeshadows, and then, so I had to make sure. I got a video coming up where I had a palette that made me so mad. Let's just say I probably won't be on that PR list anymore after. Whatever, anyway. And a lot of the problem was probably, it wasn't Sydney Grace. Okay? All right. That's it. And I know you guys are probably sick and tired of me and can't wait till I say goodbye. Carol wishes that she could wear warm tones. Please, a month of Sydney Grace. Okay. Carol, who said you can't wear warm tones? Because I can assure you that, so I get people who tell me all the time, don't wear warm tones. You don't look good in warm tones. But I don't care. You know what I do? I put a scarf or something in my hair to draw attention and tie in those colors. And I don't know why I just took off my glasses, because I can't see you. I want you to see my eyes. No, I'm not frozen. Good. Hi, Trishana. Thank you. Thank you, Mary Ellen. Please, everybody on the way out, give me a thumbs up if you haven't already. I really appreciate that. But on that note, for the warm colors, If you feel like it's too warm, you feel like you can't pull it off because maybe my hair, okay? My hair is probably the reason why some people think that I shouldn't wear warm tones. I am neutral. My skin tone is neutral, so I can pull off anything. I have brown eyes, so I can pretty much pull off anything. Okay. So yes, I can wear warm tones. I look better in cool tones now with my hair being this color. But one of the advantages of having beautiful gray hair is you can get away with color, a lot of it, because you need that color, right? To bring you some color. So yeah, Mary Kay says we should do whatever makes you happy. That's right. Do what makes you happy. You got one life. One. That's it. One life. If you don't do what you want to do with it, well, that's a shame. It's kind of a waste, right? I'm not going to say pathetic. It's not pathetic. It's sad to not do what you want to do. So if you want to wear warm tones, then I don't care what anybody says about it. You do you, boo. Go do it. Go do warm tones. And if you feel like it looks too warm for you, then pull in something that will change it to be more acceptable. Like when you see me wear a scarf. A lot of times I'm wearing a scarf because my hair is like this, okay? And I don't want to, I don't want you to see how terrible. I don't know why I didn't care what my hair looked like today, but normally I don't want you to see me with my hair like this, so I'll pull in a scarf. Needs washed and stuff, but you can also use the color of a scarf to help transition the warm colors on your lids, Okay, so I hope that you guys know that you're the best part of the Fritzy family and how much I love you. I love you so much. I hope that you will remember to be a blessing to somebody today. And, maybe keep a journal of all of the blessings that you want to be to different people and do those every day. Make it a goal because it makes you feel good on the inside when you bless somebody else. And it also makes them, it's hard to be mean to somebody who's being good to you, right? So you're at the supermarket, somebody was just really nasty to you, and well, they probably won't see it if you smile right now, and I don't suggest you take your mask and turn it up so they can see you smile. But, a little gesture even. Let them go ahead of you in the line because you're maybe not in a hurry. That kindness that you extend to somebody else can turn their day around and make them feel like they're special. And then maybe in turn they will do that for somebody else. And, one blessing at a time, maybe we can change the world. Okay, so go out and be a blessing to somebody else. Thank you for showing up for me today. And I love you guys. Love you. See ya. Bye. And I'm out.